All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Moments away, it'll be Brooklyn going up against the Mavericks. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Jalen Brunson, and it's Sprewell in at the two-guard spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Luka Doncic, and it's Chandler in at the center, filling out the middle. Oh, Mavs fans got to be drooling seeing these two out there together, Grant. Dirk and Luka. What a pairing.
You can make a case that Luka, if not already, will be an all-time Maverick. What he's done, coupled with Dirk's ability, not sure there are two better to don a Mavericks uniform.
Now, lots of great Mavericks throughout the years, but you might be right, Grant. These two might be the best. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Oakley. Hands it from the wing.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They set the screen. Doncic right side. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Sprewell. Finished off the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Doncic. And now just over a minute played here in the first. No good with a layup. And Brunson's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Oakley, the pass to Brunson. Baseline jumper. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
It's good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Brooklyn with the ball. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Here's Sprewell, guarded by Doncic. Sprewell gets the bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
They set the pick. And here's Doncic outside, dives for it, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. On defense, the visiting team. They lead by 4. Here's Terry. Drains the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Brunson passes to Oakley. And rejected.
Well, tremendous instincts and great position. Chandler scoping that one the entire way.
Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
But how excellent a finisher at the rim. Chandler's length and timing still hard to match up with defensively.
Here's Oakley. Cash money on the open jump shot. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Brunson with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's Ewing. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Terry. Here's Doncic. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the arm. Incredible.
And Dallas making a change here. That free throw's good from Anunoby. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mahimi. Here's Kidd. Lets it go. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Towns on a screen. Oakley, the pass to Sprewell. 5 on the clock. Pass to Oakley. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Oakley's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Shoots from the elbow. Oakley with a rebound. Here's Sprewell. Releases from 15. Can't get it to drop.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 6. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Stoudemire in at the 4. Now here's Barea. Here's Marion. Puts up a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Brooklyn leading by 6. Brunson surveys. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And Dallas with possession. Here's Stevenson. The rebound by Starks.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Good work there as it goes. Anunoby's got 7.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Timeout.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Brooklyn making a switch here. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Butler. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Brooklyn leading by 8. And he drives in And the basket by Stoudemire.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
What an up fake by Luka Doncic. He got that defender quickly off his feet.
And the first one at the line is good. Randall, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Outside Brunson. From deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Nowitzki. Over Brunson. Again, the miss by Dallas. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's Starks missing.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Ooh, ripped away. Here's Kidd. No points so far. Pass to Doncic. Here's the 3. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Sprewell. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Sprewell's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Terry, pass to Butler. Doncic with it. 1:42 left in the first half. 11 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Randall. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Randall's got his first 2 points.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 7. Five to shoot. The rebound by Sprewell. Randall against Butler. And stolen by Brunson. The rebound by Terry.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Doncic on the wing. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Terry. Here's Nowitzki. Outside Butler. Got a piece of it.
How about Randall with the send it back block? Nicely done, Julius.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Terry. Brunson defending. Pass to Doncic. Fades and shoots. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Doncic. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Rick Carlisle, getting going here in the second half.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Dallas with it. 9-point game. Here's Chandler, and it's blocked. Now here's Brunson. Still no points. Randall, left side. Sprewell passes to Randall. Hits the three-pointer. And Brooklyn leads by 12.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Now here's Brunson. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Now Doncic, 9 points in the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 7. Pass to Sprewell. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Sprewell's got 8 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And here's Doncic outside.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Here's Lynn. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. That's to Stoudemire. Here's Lynn. 13 feet out. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And Brooklyn leads by 17.
Well, you can see why he's earned that kind of equity and trust. Even under pressure, Jeremy Lin delivers.
Here's Terry. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. And here's Doncic outside. Again, Doncic missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Sprewell. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Pass to Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Anunoby. It's blocked.
And just great anticipation from Dirk, playing his cards right on the defensive end, comes through with the rejection.
And Dallas making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. Outside Brunson. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Count that bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete
Timeout.
lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Brooklyn making a switch here. Randall is checked in. 1:33 left in the third. Lets a three fly. Buries it from three. Terry's got 6.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Oakley. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
Here's Terry. He's got 6. 56 seconds left in the third. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And Brunson's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Barea, he's checked in for Dallas. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The free throw drops for Randall. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career? From role player to star player.
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
Dallas trails by 21. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Haywood passes to Marion. And there's a pick to the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Brunson with it. He's got 5. With 1 on the clock. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's Brooklyn, sitting on a comfortable 21. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Julius Randle. Jalen Brunson is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Oakley in at the power forward position. Here's Starks. The three is up. Sinks it from distance. Starks has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And stolen by Hartenstein. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. A nice shot by Oakley.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Nowitzki. Pass to Doncic. From downtown. Oakley with a rebound. Oakley's got 4 rebounds now. We've played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Starks. Butler covering. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Brunson's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
Outside Butler. Pass to Nowitzki. Can they get it? Here's Stojakovic. Again, the miss by Dallas. And here's Brunson. To the paint. Back to Hartenstein. Down low. Oakley. Pass to Hartenstein. That one drops for him. And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
And Dallas making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
That one's good by Stojakovic.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And he gets it to go.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now here's Butler. That shot is off. Good D by Brunson. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Oakley. Hartenstein in the post. Pass to Starks. Randle right side.
2 minutes.
Now here's Hartenstein. Tightly guarded. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's Kidd. Brunson defending. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Kidd. There's a screen. Fires the three. Randle pulls down the board.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're ahead by 31.
And please give a big round of applause for
For Brooklyn. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Lynn. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. Towns, that's good.
Is the mid-range from Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
Here's Terry. Doncic outside. Takes a three. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Bridges misses. Here's Chandler. Butler finds Doncic. Back to Butler. Pass to Chandler. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Yeah, you see Chandler uses his length and guile to take full advantage inside.
Here's Lynn. Good.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Here's Terry. Pass to Marion. Here's Terry. Here's the pick. Fires for three. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Lynn. Launches it from deep. Offline. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.